Miss Micah's getting silly on us. I told her she was getting weird. I said, you're scaring me. She took some medicine, and the medicine has made a residue in her mouth, and so she's being silly about eating and not really eating, but it looks like now she's getting serious about it now. She knows she has to eat before she goes. She's got her coffee right, whoops, I'm sorry, Mike, I moved the whole table. Got her coffee right there, that cinnamon on top of it. One of you told me that you eat cinnamon on your coffee, and if I can remember, I do that, and today I remembered and I put, I made a travel mug full of, excuse me, full of coffee, and then I made it, you know, fix it the way we wanted it, and then I gave Micah some of mine. That's the best way to me to make Micah's coffee, is for me to make some and give her some of mine. Oh, there for a second I thought we were going to have an interaction between Deb and Sophie. Okay, so what have I been doing since I got up? I am feeling better. You've not gotten a video for me for 2 days, and I never do that. But yesterday, I don't know, I just was feeling really down yesterday. And I just didn't know what to say. I didn't mind telling you that I was down because I share everything with you. But I just didn't know what to say, and I didn't know what to make a video about, and I didn't feel like sitting in front of the editor, you know, the video editor to edit a video. All day long I kept trying to think, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And I came up with absolutely nothing, but I am feeling better today. My head still hurts some, but not very much. But the more I move around, the more it is hurting today, which is not good. But I'm up and about, so let's stop talking about that, and let's look at the refrigerator. Okay, so I have cleaned out the refrigerator. Now I moved something. I usually have these green baskets. I have one here and one here, and they always have cheese, and they'll have, that has some, there's bologna in there, and there is, I don't know if it's going to work to have them in here because you can't really get this out. See? Right here, the door, you have to, it's easy to pull it out, but to do that, to get into the refrigerator to get food, seems kind of ridiculous. Okay, so, how many of you guys like V8 juice? Nobody in the house likes it but me, but I love V8 juice. I don't get it very often. So I moved everything around in here. I moved this shelf up. This is pecani sauce. We eat a lot of pecani sauce. And no, it's this one I wanted to tell you about. The barbecue sauce. Maybe it's that. I don't know. It's one of those. We eat a lot of those, and I'll turn them sideways. See how tall it is? This goes almost all the way up to the top, and it won't fit on this shelf to the top. But every time I turn it on its side, it makes this little puddle. Okay, now I remember what it is. It's the barbecue sauce, because I just cleaned 2 puddles off in 2 separate places in the refrigerator. So I moved everything around in the refrigerator so we could stand it up. So if we can, I usually lay them down and keep them in the back because it's not food that we're pulling out to eat. This is what Micah eats her, takes her medicine with some applesauce. And William has discovered that Greek yogurt is sour, and he didn't know that. Chia seeds, my goal is to eat those, but I forget to get them out. We eat a lot of eggs. We eat a lot of cheese. This was some kind of special cheese William got that's got grape jelly or something on it. We had potatoes, baked potatoes a few days ago. We haven't had that in a long time. And this is barbecue chicken that William made, and this is some chicken that doesn't have barbecue, and I think that's more chicken. Anyway, I just rearranged the refrigerator to try to make it work, and I wiped it out. These are all the condiments, and I moved these. I've had these down here, but I think I'm wasting space because there's more space between here and here. This is where the water is. So anyway, so I've moved that around. So however interesting that is, probably not very much. But I like the refrigerator to be clean. And since we got this refrigerator a couple of years ago, I think, a year and a half ago, we got this refrigerator a year and a half ago. And since we got this refrigerator, I have tried to keep it clean. The last refrigerator, it was just so old. When stuff gets old, you just can't clean it very well, and it didn't have any lights in it. And it was so dark, I couldn't see how clean or dirty it was anyway. So this one's roomier, bigger, it's easy to keep clean, and I really appreciate this refrigerator. It's very nice. So this is what I have been doing today. So yesterday, as the day went on, I did start getting a little more energy as the day went on. I started out pretty low on energy, like below zero energy. And I did go to church last night, and I came home, and I felt pretty good, but I still got this headache going on. And I don't know, movement makes it get worse, so I just really don't know exactly what to do. I might have already told you this, and I'm sorry if this is so boring about these migraines, but the neurologist told me that if you have a low-level migraine and it stays there, he said, think of it like a forest fire. A forest fire, you know, that's got burning embers. It doesn't take very long for it just to explode and erupt, and you don't know when that's going to happen. And I said, yeah, that's exactly what my head does. So keeping it where it is right now is going to cause it to explode and get bigger. I don't know. I actually feel just a little bit frustrated. It's starting to really wear on me. We're going on almost 6 weeks of this, of me just being down, not being able to get up to do very much. So getting up and doing something like cleaning out the refrigerator is like a big deal to me. And I was actually planning on going to the grocery store. I was going to go to Aldi's today, but I'm thinking I'm going to have to hang low for a little bit to kind of see what my head does. Maybe I can take a little bit of medicine for it. I don't know. I don't know. It's just frustrating to, I've just been down for so long. Being down for a little bit is okay because, you know, I get really tired and it's okay, and now I'm tired of this, and life has kind of stopped, and I'm ready for it to get going, and but it's okay. I'll be okay. I went to church last night, and I had a little talk with Jesus, and I felt much better. And here we go. We're starting over again today. So I will have another talk with Jesus. Miss Lilybug has to tear everything up that's a box or a piece of paper. Sophie will join in, but really, she's the instigator right there. She's tearing up the bottom of the box. We're going to open that on a video soon. Hey, Bubba, what you doing? You look all nice and comfy there. I did a video last week with Bo sitting on that couch, and he bit me while I was videoing. I'm gonna put that video out. I cut that part out because I didn't want that to be in that particular video. Oh, it was the one where I was telling you about the three things I like most about the new Ninja coffee pot. Micah is hilarious in that video. She's the best part of the video, chugging this huge mug of coffee. But Bo bit me while I was videoing. I'm like petting him, and he bit me. So I'm going to throw that up, and you can see. I figured out if he's getting older, and if he's laying down, you can't mess with him. You bad Bobo. All right, girlies. About time to go.
I know. We still have a lot to do, don't we?
A lot to do?
Sure, I gotta finish her face. Pretties.
Got a pretty dress on there.
Back them up, Buttercup. Back them up.
All right, Buttercup, better get moving. Oh, see this in the background, this right here? This is a prayer shawl that our pastor got and gave the ministry team. He went to Jerusalem, and he brought one of those back for everybody. No, you don't want to go?
Yeah.
Well, don't say no then. Something wrong? You still taste the medicine? No way. You don't taste any medicine in your mouth. Let me see. There's no medicine in your mouth. I wanted to show you this. Reagan made this at Metro Community College. He goes to high school and then he leaves high school and he goes to college. So he has a half day of school and then he goes to college. So I think this looks really cool. And he's like, oh, that isn't good at all. And I said, well, the only thing that I could see is that the top of this needs to be sanded off a little more so it comes out a little better. These are all just scraps of wood. And so he just doesn't oh, cat. That's a cat place, right? Here goes a cat. If I leave it open, they'll probably go in there and nap, right? Crazy cats. This is all just, these are all just pieces, scrap pieces of wood. And he has joined this mystery tackle box. They send you a box a month and they get all kinds of fishing stuff. If I could get Reagan to cooperate, guys, I could get you guys some really cool videos with Reagan, you know, like talking about the tackle box and talking about school and what he's doing, you know, in this class that he's taking, the classes that he's taking at Metro. He just is such a brat, guys. He just won't do it. This, you've seen this on other videos. The lid came off of this, but Christian made this in his woods class, and Reagan was trying to help me understand. This was for a grade and had to be like perfect. He didn't make a real good grade on this because it's got like space there on the sides, and I don't know. It looks really good to me, but it wasn't perfect. So that piece of oh, that's what he said. He said that is a piece of furniture that Christian made, and it had to be perfect in order to get a good grade, and he made that in high school. This right here was made in college, and it didn't have to be perfect, and I'm like, well, I don't understand. Was it just for just so that you are learning how to make cabinets, but it didn't have to be good? So he said, yeah, something like that. So I didn't really get a good explanation, but I like it. So I asked him if I could have it, and he said yes. So I think I'm going to put it over here by the keyboard that I don't ever practice anymore. I rarely sit down now at the keyboard, so I've lost a lot of what I was gaining for momentum. But it's okay. It's not going anywhere, and I am going to learn to play the piano one day. But I think I'm going to use that to put my music in for my piano music. Hi, Sophie. What you doing, big girl? Hey, girlie, what you looking at outside, huh? What you looking at, Sophie? Ooh, a bug. Don't jump up there on my, they're not drapes, they're shears. Shears. Don't jump on my shears. No. See, she's trying to get that right there. Don't get up on my shears. You've already ruined them, you old cat. You want to say bye-bye to your friend? Oh, you're already waving. I will look to the hills from whence cometh my help. For my help cometh from... Where does your help come from? The Lord. And I know what you're saying. You want Bridget to come over and eat? I got ahead of you, didn't I?
Yeah.
All right. See ya. See ya, Miss Deb.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Come on, girlie.